Tonight, from across Australia and around the world, it's time to look back and unpack the week from the cheap seats. And now, here are your hosts, Melanie Bracewell and Tim McDonald.
As we unpack another massive week of news, and we have to start with Saturday's federal election.
As voters and leaders cast their ballots.
It was a little busier earlier today. This is where Anthony Albanese cast his vote.
And that's Albanese there, is it? Okay.
It won't be squeezy under Albanese, apparently, we've been told.
Well, meanwhile, opposition leader Peter Dutton cast his vote.
The Liberal leader keeping his head above water.
Oh, my God. The polling booth is crowning. It's incredible.
We should say congratulations off the top to Anthony Albanese, commiserations to Peter Dutton.
And messages for the two came in from world leaders.
Dutton who? Donald Trump's humiliating blow for Peter Dutton as the Prime Minister gets back to work.
The hunt for Adelaide's driveway defecator.
Okay.
In my defence.
Okay.
Look, I think we do need to hear a bit more about the driveway defecator.
Signs have popped up along Glenburn Road in Kensington Gardens asking for whoever did their business on a private driveway to please return, preferably with a pooper scooper.
That'd be amazing.
Okay. Well, back to the election now.
Yes.
Across the country, candidates and parties delivered their final message.
Tony Abbott was out campaigning for the Liberals, though. Have a look at this. I think the camera crew got a little distracted.
This government is a proven failure. I am confident that Peter Dutton can do a vastly better job.
That's Albo out celebrating.
Is he
actually.
really?
That's amazing.
Right. I just want to say well done to all the volunteers this election.
Floyd, the 7-year-old golden retriever, and his owner Carl have knocked more than 1,700 doors in the seat of Curtin. And while policy may not be his strong suit,
He's campaigning to be let on the couch, I believe.
Well, he wants to get Australia back on tracko with smackos.
Oh, wow,
So
that is
a big
beautiful.
policy.
I think so.
And he's the only candidate who's going to stand up to Chinese crested powder puffs.
Okay, yeah.
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 Believe it or not, 10 News First spoke to Floyd.
Be fair to say that you've put your best paw forward.
We should stop subsidising expensive energy, reduce the cost of living.
Strong views. Strong views.
Yes, he is very pro-mining. He wants to retrieve more gold, I believe.
Really?
Well, Saturday was polling day, meaning millions flocked to polling booths to vote.
And enjoy some treats.
Jackie Lamingtons, along with whole banana bread and parliament slice.
Honey Joys have been a hit.
Wow.
Beautiful. Watch out for Clive palm oil.
Yes. Sadly, no one touched the crumpet of patriots.
Oh, no.
They left it absolutely alone.
Well,
They spent $1 million on it.
we did meet some interesting voters on Saturday.
In Australia, having your democratic say can happen dressed up.
Yes, she was waiting until marriage to see his democracy sausage, I believe.
Lovely touch. Lovely touch. Can we see that again? Interesting that groom is her third preference.
Oh, my God.
Bad news.
I think she voted Liberal because she wanted something old and something blue.
There we go.
There
There we go. Look, voters had different reasons for backing different parties.
Who's got your support today?
Labor.
A legalised marijuana party. I was going to ask what it is about them that's attracted you to them. Is there anything in particular? Marijuana.
Yeah, OK, great. That makes sense.
Hard to tell the difference between an interview and a concussion test, is it? Well, he wasn't the only supporter.
I'm a passionate believer in the legalisation of cannabis.
Oh, my God. Good to see Adam Bant out and about.
No. That's the leader of Trumpet of Potheads, I believe.
Well, some candidates were confident, like Kooyong Independent Dr Monique Ryan.
We can just ask how you are. Oh, we've got a. I don't know, was that a bird? I hope that wasn't a bird. I think it was a bird. But did it get you? It did.
And in a lovely touch, her husband tore down that bird's nest.
Oh, wow.
It's beautiful. Had it coming.
I don't know if it was a bird or a driveway defecator. It's hard to
Either
tell.
way.
It is tough.
Either way. We're sticking with the campaign, and according to Sky News, the Labor Party were confident.
Labor sources I've spoken to say that seat is a lock for them.
Now, when Trudy says she speaks to Labor sources...
Bit hot in there?
Okay.
Doesn't speak. Of course the source doesn't speak. I'm not sure why I thought he did.
Wow.
That was a Masterfoods publicity stunt at a polling place in the Prime Minister's electorate. And just have a look at the bottom right of screen here.
Election day, but after a 35-day campaign, his fate
has been escorted off the premises.
18 million Australian voters.
Why does it look like he's being led to a public execution?
Yes. Thankfully, they cut away before they turned him upside down and spanked him. So,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I will never do that again. Well, let's move on. So Saturday night was election night. All the networks had comprehensive coverage. ABC had a panel of experts. So did Sky News. So did 9 News. Channel 7 had Clive Palmer and a Kit Kat.
Oh, that's good.
Wonderful coverage.
Well, Channel 7 did bring in the big guns.
Michaelia Cash, come on into the studio now, if you don't mind.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I don't think that's not right.
I think
that's
our
quite right.
department. OK, well, let's check in on Channel 9.
Well, welcome back. You're watching Election 2025. Australia decides on the 9 network. If only you could hear the banter in the commercial box.
Good stuff.
Yeah. All our best jokes are off air too.
Yeah, exactly. Well, off air, 10 play. The technology TV networks have access to these days, though. It's incredible.
Charles Croucher, our political editor, Andrew Probert, our national affairs editor, Liz Daniels with some great technology.
With some great technology. Can we see that technology?
Channel 9.
OK, there we go.
Beautiful.
OK.
Invented at the Ekka in 1917. Let's head to Channel 7. They spared no expense.
Exclusive. The 7 News Election Needle.
The election needle.
Yes. All right.
Right. Let's see the election needle in action.
We'd be moving the needle as far to the right as it would go. But Anthony Albanese will be the Prime Minister again.
I think they just stole a chance of bushfires sign and stuck it to the wall.
7 News or Play School? What are we talking about? Do we think that the election needle will make a comeback?
I'm
Shall we
not
ask?
sure. Let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
Wow.
I would say that it is unlikely that it'll come back.
You going to let go of that? Do you trust to let go of the election needle with that? The technology is still, we're still working on it.
Do you think our graphics department had a slow week this week? I'd say that would be likely.
Very likely. Okay, well, staying with 7, I was watching Channel 7's coverage and I saw this.
Everyone know we're in Calgary.
But the stage is still sizzling as we draw closer to the polls closing.
I think I saw some of their election needles, by the way. But when it comes to calling campaign votes, you cannot beat the ABC legend, Anthony Green.
Anthony Green, what can you tell us? Well, we've got some figures. A little bit of a surprise where they're from. They're from... No. Why it brought up a killing for me. I must have touched on that by mistake. Let me go to the seat run.
Okay.
Why am I going to kill in my seat run?
Maybe give him a go with the iPad before you start broadcasting. Well, this was actually Anthony Green's final election for the ABC, and they gave him a very special send-off.
Thank you from all of them and from us, Anthony.
I don't own a vase.
Oh, well, there we go. Waste of time. Use the dunk tank.
Less glass half empty, more just I don't have a glass at all. That's tough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you needed to workshop that a bit more? I reckon that might be... Oh, no, the needle.
The needle is...
Can we get a...
I think we can censor that.
We might need a fluffer for the needle.
OK.
Let's move on. And look, as the votes came in, of course, all eyes were on the Prime Minister's residence, Kirribilli.
There he is, right on this side. Albo, how are you feeling? No response, guys.
Close.
Wow, you should have seen that banter in the ad break.
It was amazing. Wonderful banter. Mind you, Channel 10 got a big exclusive.
I want to see if we can have a chat to one of the neighbours who is here with a glass of wine. Are you celebrating tonight?
Absolutely. I celebrate every night, darling.
Oh, of course you do. God, I think she's a swinger voter, I believe.
Mum, get back inside. Come back in.
Well, a massive win for the Labor Party and a big win in Queensland.
We have gone from 1 woman in the House to 7 women in the House. We now have enough for an entire netball team, and we are here if you need.
Goodness, and enough men for 100 podcasts.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
That's Annika Wells there, the new Secretary for Wing Defence.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Bad night for the Liberal Party, and 10 News summed up the situation for the coalition.
The historic shrinkage that we're witnessing in the Liberal vote.
Can we see that historic shrinkage? There it is.
We're going to take a break. Santo Chilaro, Mel Tim.